Hi there, this is Tiff of Tiff's Creatives, and I'm so excited to be back with you. I've missed you a lot. I know I was just getting my channel started when things got a little crazy and I had to have surgery, but you're here today and I'm glad to be with you. And I thought I'd like to show you some things that I've been doing while I've been recovering. I have the ability to do some simple stuff, and so one of those things has been working with the jewelry, because that is something my husband can bring upstairs to me, and I can just use my hands and not have to be going up and down the stairs a whole lot, because that's the hard part. So what I want to do today is talk to you about this little tool here. It's really a cool tool, and I've never seen it before. Haven't seen anybody use it on YouTube yet. Probably, I'm sure there has been somebody who has. I just haven't come across the video. And when I came across it, I was so excited to give it a try. So we're going to talk about this. I thought I'd just do a quick catch up. So yes, I had 3 surgeries in the past 4 months, and so I'm still recovering from that, and I still wanted to get on and get connected with you again. You might have seen some of my old videos, and I'm trying to get better, guys. I'm trying to really get a lot more knowledge around how to make videos, edit videos, and set them up. So it's a process. I didn't even have a Facebook account when I started doing this, so I'm getting used to all the social media aspects and things. So it will get better, I promise you. I'm just learning as fast as I can. So what have you been doing? What have you been up to? I know summer's here. Sometimes it's cold, sometimes it's hot. I mean, we've really haven't settled into a really good summer pattern here, but what's it like where you live? Has your summer come full on, and have you been able to enjoy the weather, plan on some fun activities? We're still going. I had recorded this whole video and then excitedly grabbed my camera to look at it, and no video was there. Yep. I don't know if I failed to hit the record button real well on my phone. It had mentioned something about too full, so I did delete a bunch of stuff on there, but I have a lot of room, so I don't know what I'm doing. Again, trying to learn how to use electronics, social media is a challenge, and I'm going to do it. All right, so today we're talking about the looper. When it comes to journals, I absolutely love bling on my journals. So I'm gonna go show you. So you guys may have seen the video on this. This was one of my very, very first journals. And so it's super special to me, and I just love it. It's hardcover. And so I had found that I really love to put bling on the journals that I make. And I mean, it just adds that extra oomph to it. So I made all of these last night. I'm really into the flowers right now with the summer sun coming out and all of that. So that's a lot of reasons why you're only going to see flowers right now. See lots of flowers here. Yeah, so journal bling is my thing. And I do create a lot of jewelry for that because it can get expensive to buy. And I had realized if I want things that are unique and fun, and I'm paying people to make those for me, or they're just expensive, maybe I should try to make them myself. So that's what I set out to do, is to create journal bling myself. And so that is one of the journals. Let me show you. This is my little baby. This is my first art journal, right? Oh my gosh. So again, I love journal bling. So I've got some sticking off of there, and creating it myself, it's great. The one thing that's kind of frustrating is you have to buy things in groups of up to 100, right? So if I want to make this cute little flower, it's not like I can buy one of each bead. I end up buying a pack of beads. So you've also seen maybe my other video where I have just massive amounts of beads, and that's one of the things I've done during my physical recovery is organize my beads. And I have a ton of them. And my husband said, please use up what you have before you buy any more. So I am creating beads right now. And so that's why I ended up with so many, is because I wanted this certain bead for a certain look, right? Or charm for a certain look, or dingle for a certain look. And I end up buying a package of them, and then you end up with tons of them. And so that's the one drawback, yet I still find it less expensive, and I find a lot of joy and pride when I put them together, and I feel like, oh my gosh, I love that one, it's adorable. So that's the one thing, is I end up feeling really good about myself and excited that I've been able to create something unique and fun and new. And this is one of my favorites right here. Check it out. She's so pretty. Call it a she. I actually made this fabric bead here and then put the glass rondelles on the ends. See, I had to learn the names of all these things. And hooked it to a claw latch there. And then down here, so I ended up learning how to wire wrap my own beads and tie them off on the ends with loops. And then down here, I created a series of beads that hang off chains. And I've got this lovely little leaf one that's really sheer and see-through. And then some other little dangles of multiple different kinds of beads that hang off to accompany my one little flower here. So that one turned out really nice, and I like the the color combination and stuff. So that's one of my favorites right there. And then these little flowers are so fun, and I haven't stabilized them with glue or anything because I like the spinniness of them. The petals spin, it makes a little sound. You can't hear it, it's a really fair sound, but the texture, the sound, and just the movement of it makes me feel happy. So I haven't stabilized the pieces in place, but look how cute that is. It's adorable. And here in Washington State, we have this little place called Marysville, and it has tulip farms. And this reminds me of when we visit the tulip farms and we go there, and believe it or not, it's very popular. People wander around it. There's hundreds, if not sometimes thousands of people there. And yeah, you just see all these beautiful tulips blooming. And this reminds me of the bouquets of tulips there. And the fun that I've had with my husband and daughters walking through there and taking photographs. Okay, so we're talking about this looper, which is beyond cool. And so let me tell you a little bit about it. It is 2.5 millimeters. It is called the looper. And looper pliers, I got this at Amazon. I bought this off of Amazon, excuse me. And it comes in 3 sizes. I think I bought the mid-range because I felt like that would go best with the types of things I make. And let's see, it was on sale. It took me a little bit to buy this because sometimes I'm a little cheap. And I was like, that is kind of expensive. I don't want to buy it. And when I saw that it was on sale, and that I could return it if it didn't work out, if I was trying it and my hand didn't fit it, or it didn't work out for me because I just couldn't function, then I would, send it back. So that was kind of nice. And it was $25, and it was worth every penny. Even though the handles are wide and my hand isn't that big, I do have problems with arthritis and pain in my hands. It's easy to use. When I do have a piece of wire in there, it will work seamlessly. I don't have to really crunch down on this. It will cut the wire without me having to force it or anything like that. And so that's nice that it's real easy to use, and the fact that it makes these loops consistently, and they're consistent, they're good, they look good. If I do have an error on one, I can always go back and fix it with one of the tools I have over here and make it look a little better, because I am perfectly imperfect and don't get everything right the first time. So with these loops, I can create a bunch of jewelry or beads that aren't super complicated pretty quickly. So there was a night I was sitting there and I was feeling okay, and I was able to just grab the wire and put these beads on and not struggle. And I got a bunch of them made. So it's nice when things go that easy. So I'm going to show you today what this does, because some of you might want it. I still don't get Amazon. I don't have an affiliate link. I still don't know how all that stuff works, and I'm trying to figure out how to do it. And so I don't have an affiliate link, and I'm not affiliated in a way with these guys. I'm just telling you what works for me and what might work for you, especially if you struggle with your hands like I do. And I don't want to give up, creating or anything like that. So I go out of my way to find things that are going to work for me. So let me first show you how this works. Now this is kind of a long wire. What I did is I went ahead and cut the wire off of my spool here before we started. I did cut 3 of them. And in order to put beads on here, of course, you have to create a stop. So the stop is the loop here. And what's nice is you can hang the other beads off the top, off the bottom, so you're not limited. And there we go. And it's just so cute. So this goes through, or should I say, I put it on top of these 2 little I call them prongs here, and underneath the little silver round thing. So you put it right between those, the round thing, the silver round thing, and the 2 prongs. And then there is a hole on this side, and I hope you can see that. I hope it's not super blurry. There is a hole right here, and that's where you put your wire. It holds your wire in place so that when you press down, it will create the cut for the wire and then press the loop the rest of the way around. I have had it so that my wires were a little short and wouldn't fit through there, and I can still make it work as long as I keep the wire level and don't angle it in any way. If I angle it, then my loop turns out a little weird and I have to go back and fix it, which is okay too. So let's do this here. And some of you guys may have this tool, I don't know, but I never heard of it before. So on top of the 2 black prongs, underneath the round little cylinder thingy there, then you're going to put it through the hole that's right here. See that? And then you keep everything just flat. Gently press this together. And did you see it kind of go boop? That was the cut that it made on the wire. Boop, boop, right there. And then it pressed the rest of the way around to create the loop. So now, look at that, it came off so nicely. Now you've got this one, it came off nicely, but it's a little bit cattywampus, so I'm going to straighten it out. I must have had my wire kind of crooked. I didn't straighten my wire out before we started, and then I didn't have my flattener, so I just left it. So it's probably my bad. So you can see where it gives you the nice neck on the loop. Hopefully I'm in frame. The nice neck on the loop, and then it brings it around, and this one's a little bit open. So what I do is I just go ahead and I take my little, yeah, here we go. I take my little jewelry plier here, and I just press it the rest of the way around. Sorry, it's twisting in my hand. It won't stay still. All right, stay still. There we go. And I just put that right on there, close it, and there you go. I make sure everything's nice and flat. I just like it not to be kind of weird. And there you go. We've got the end that will stop your beads. So let me show you. I think what I'm going to do is I am going to put one of the little tulip heads on here. There we go. It's so adorable. And then what I have is a little flower around here. So it's real pretty. It has a nice little hole there. This is a super long wire. And I'm going to put that right on our tulip. And you can see it's rather cute. I like the way that is. It's as if I picked a flower, and it's, you know, it's on its stem and looking pretty. And I hope you can see that, because I can't see the screen of my phone, so I'm just, you know, shooting in the dark here. And then I haven't done this one before, so I'm going to put the leaf I have on the end. Oh, I don't have my glasses on either. There we go. So now we have the leaf. So I've done something like this, but what I thought about today is that I'm going to put one of the shiny rondelle spacers just on the bottom. There you go. You know what? And I bet you if I put a couple of them there, let's just try that. We'll just do random colors, because I don't want to have to look through there. So I'm going to go ahead and put another rondelle on. And, you know, if I did this in green, it might look really cute. And I'm going to put another rondelle on. There we go. And I'm probably, oh, you know what? I think I'm saying the same name. So if I had those in green or the same color, I bet you it would appear as a shiny stem all the way down. I'm going to have to try that. Of course, I'd want to get these spacers that are all rhinestoney, the same color and the same size. And then it would be like a flower on a stem. How cute! I love it. I'm going to try that, but we'll try that later. All right, so let's do one more time. We're going to do an easy one here. We're going to do one of the little flowers. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get that because nope, that's too tiny. So, boom, we've got, oh, I could use a different one. You know what? Let's use one of these. Okay, these are exactly what I used for my topper, my Sugar Bell bottle toppers. So I love all these. I get them off of Amazon, especially ones with the decorative ends. They're very nice. And you know what? They last a long time. They go a long way for me. So let's go ahead and use this one. I'm trying to make sure I've got one with a nice bottom to it. Actually, let's that one's a little big. Let's go ahead and use this one because this one has a nice small bottom to it. And all we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and put our flower leaves on, and then we're going to put the bead on. There we go. And then we've got our cute little tulip. I do like the little necks on there though. Should I put a neck on there? I think so. The little shiny ones. So what I'm going to do is take the flower off. And these are a little big, so of course I always pick the wrong one. Okay, I'm gonna pick the tiny one here. I think these are like 4mm or something like that. All right, so we've got that one on there, so it can look a little fancy flower. And there you go. It just kind of elevates the look, if you ask me, and I think it looks really pretty. So now I just hold the beads in place. I take my looper, I put my wire right between all of those, underneath the silver round part, and then on top of the 2 prongs and out this side. Holding onto my beads, I get as close as I can, and then I close it. Boom. So this is cut. Let's see. And that turned out nice. So I have, I didn't straighten my wires out, so sorry about that. And these wires, maybe that's another part of it. These wires are a lot softer than the packaged ones that I have. These are stronger wire. It's a lot heavier. So maybe that's another part of it, that the looper likes to have a wire that's a little stiffer, and that way it doesn't warp it when it brings it around to close it. So I bet you that's it, because that loop turned out perfectly. I mean, look at that. It's very nice. And it's straight. I don't have to manipulate it or close it anymore. It's just perfect. So yay! All right. That one went well. I'm glad, because the other ones were making me a little frustrated, and it's just fun. And it's pretty, and it's going to be happy with all my little garden over there. I have a whole garden. So thank you so much for coming along. It's great to just get in touch with you again, make another video and share what's been going on.